Niigata, Japan. We ended up in this coastal city because it's where our ferry disembarked after a 16-hour journey from Hokkaido. And since we were already here, we decided to spend a few days exploring. But first things first, food. In this video, we'll sample sake from little vending machines.
I have discovered I like sake.
Enjoy some beach time.
I could go swimming.
Try vending machine sushi, which might have been a mistake.
It's totally frozen. We're not going to be eating this anytime soon.
Admire the views from the tallest building in the city.
What do I think of the views? They're amazing up here.
Try hegi soba, the local specialty.
Dip it in the sauce.
And so much more. So if you're curious about what this destination has to offer, join us as we share 10 things to do in Niigata, Japan during your visit. Alrighty, good morning friends. We are coming to you from Pier Bandai. This is a really cool area in the port where they have a seafood market, a whole bunch of little eateries as well where you can enjoy fresh seafood. And that is the plan for today. We're going to explore the market and also see if we can get some fresh sashimi. And then just over my shoulder, you can see the tallest building here in Niigata. We're gonna be going up to the observation deck later today. But first things first, food. We need something to eat in order to do all of this. So we're feeling a little bit adventurous. We just went past a vending machine that sells sashimi. So we've been eating a lot of seafood. In every city we go to, we usually check out the seafood market, you know, grab a little rice bowl with fresh seafood on it. But we just saw that you have the option of ordering sashimi from a vending machine, and we're very curious about what that might be like. So I think we're gonna try to order at least one tray of sashimi from the machine. And if we're still hungry, we can always go into the restaurant.
Oh wow. And we can eat it in the thing.
Yeah, how do you feel about this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it?
Yeah, it must be obviously cool. We have to decide what we want to get.
Yeah, it's gotta be refrigerated.
It's obviously refrigerated.
Yeah,
so this is the options you have. Okay, I wonder if it takes card. Yes, it might. Oh, but tap.
Let's see.
Okay, so here's how you do it. You have the options of 1 to 10.
Yep.
So shall we try, say, which one? Should we get 3? Number 3?
Sure.
They all look the same. It's the first time for everything. So it takes...
Do you have any smaller bowls?
Yeah, it takes 1,000s, right? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, 200 yen, change. And this is gonna be fascinating. Oh, here it goes!
Look at that!
Look at that! Oh wow, it's nice and cold, nice and refrigerated.
Wow, our first sushi from a vending machine, guys.
Now that's something else. That's taking it to a whole new level. Ooh, look at that. Oh, it's seal packed. Oh, it's frozen.
We're gonna have to let it thaw out a little bit.
We are.
But I imagine it's like freshly packed every day. You'd have to imagine, right? We're at a seafood market.
One would hope. The only thing we're missing are chopsticks. Oh my gosh.
Do you think? Are we meant to microwave it? Like, I'm
It's
confused.
totally frozen. Like
you can't eat that block of rice.
Look, it's gonna take a while. I don't know how long, but we're not gonna be eating this anytime soon.
Needless to say, don't make our mistake with the frozen sushi. Go straight into the market for the fresh stuff. And if you're not into raw seafood, they also have grilled fish and a whole bunch of other ready-to-go meals to choose from.
The sashimi looks so good. Oh.
There's the ones where you get cucumber, there's some tuna.
Is this still super frozen? No, it's thawing out.
Now, the real deal, actual fresh sushi that hasn't been frozen.
Yeah.
This is what we should have done from the
This is what we should have done. I'm gonna put the soy sauce on top, if that's okay. Let's cover it all. Dun, 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 dun. No, that's not what you're really supposed to do, but that's what we do.
And I like the wasabi. Yes,
Yeah, the wasabi too.
To wasabi.
A little bit of wasabi on everything.
A little. amount on each one. Or if not, just put it on the side and I'll add it because that ain't a whole lot of wasabi.
So far, so good. I'll go with the tuna one. How's that? I think it's tuna. Oh man.
And better than the frozen stuff.
That is so good. That's such thick, generous pieces of fish. And it's so tender. It's so flavorful.
Levels above the normal sushi you would get at just like say a random sushi shop in town. This is definitely, this is gourmet stuff, guys. This is really,
come
really
to the
nice.
market and get it fresh is what he's trying
Exactly. Get down here and get it fresh. It's that good.
to say. This one.
Oh, it's good.
I can't believe we thought vending machine sushi was a good idea.
I know, it doesn't even look that good. Oh man, gimmicky, right? It's a gimmick, but
So good.
this is the real deal. So guys, in terms of price point, that was 1,300 yen. It was enough for the two of us to have a snack. If you wanted to have a whole meal, I would suggest getting an entire tray to yourself. And my gosh, that was good. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that was the best sushi we've had so far on a trip in Japan. It was just that amazing. The quality of the fish was so fresh. The cuts were so thick. And the flavors were just outstanding. I can't fully express just how good this is. You gotta come here to try it yourself.
Waiting for the elevator, we're gonna make our way to the 31st floor for views of the city. 31st. There's two elevators, one's direct and one makes stops on all the floors wherever people press. So choose the direct elevator, and we've got a glass window so we can see the views as we go up.
Wow.
Alrighty guys, and here you can see where we arrived on the ferry. We took that very route into Niigata. The observation deck is located in Tokimese, a landmark building of Niigata. It's a little out of the way, but if you want those panoramic city views, this is the place. So what do you think of the views?
What do I think of the views? They're amazing up here. This is the best view by far of the entire city. It has my favorite price of all. It's free.
It's free.
There aren't too many free towers in this world, so yes. But what's really cool about here, this tower is actually very spread out in terms of like you have a lot of walking space to go around and check out views from all different directions. Now, that's also emblematic of the city too, because the city is very spread out. I didn't realize how much it sprawls out in all directions. You only have a small cluster of the tall buildings, which is where we're staying, but then it gets really spread out and just kind of like traditional houses. There's an area where there's an industrial center, then there's like a fishing port area with the ferries, and then far off in the distance you have the mountains. So there's quite a lot to look at, and I found it fascinating to come up here because I would have had no idea of the layout of the city otherwise.
For those of you wondering whatever happened to the frozen sushi, here we are.
We took an L with that one, guys. Not only does the quality not look as good, but yeah, it's just obviously not as fresh, right? And I guess the option, someone would probably consider this option maybe if they were arriving at the market off hours, or if they needed to freeze it on the way home in the vehicle. I can't think of any other reason. There's no good reason for us to have it like this.
But you're gonna try it.
Yep.
Taste test.
Okay. That's not bad. I could probably let it thaw out a little bit more, but
Still a little frozen.
that's pretty good.
It's pretty good, he says.
It's not nearly as good as the
Fresh
fresh, but
sushi.
it'll do.
Oh, okay.
It'll do. Frozen.
No chopsticks or anything for the frozen sushi, just eating it like a bear.
This is bad. That's good though. Bad that I'm eating it like a bear, but tasty.
So what lesson have you learned from
Don't
vending
buy
machine
frozen sushi. This is the first and last time I'm ever gonna do that. That's my lesson.
Of course, we couldn't leave Niigata without trying the local specialty, hegi soba. This restaurant served nothing but soba dishes done different ways.
Well, well, well.
Wow.
Food is here, friend.
Yes, so the star of the show is what you're going to be having.
Yeah.
I'm starting off with some buckwheat noodles. Okay, take a look at that. And the specialty is this comes with mushrooms,
And some veggies.
and some seaweed.
Seaweed.
Let's try that.
La la.
This is a place that specializes in noodles, so I'm very excited for this.
Also, I love the spoon. Your spoon looks more like a ladle. Want to show us that and
Yes.
sample the broth?
Right out.
Look at that.
So look at this. Go in like that.
Oh. Our tempura arrived, looking wonderful.
Yeah, that's a nice 6-piece set. Oh, the broth is just wonderful. It's just the right combination of flavorful.
Alrighty, so I'm trying the local specialty here in Niigata. It's the hegi soba, and that means it comes already arranged in bite-sized portions.
Yeah,
So
look
you
at
just
that.
have to
Just grab it.
grab it, pick it up with the chopsticks,
Dunk it in, huh?
dip it in the sauce.
Don't get in
I
there.
accidentally dropped mine in the sauce,
Okay.
but it's really nice. It's served cold. It's a cold dish, so it's really nice in the summertime. Cools you down. One more thing, these ones are a little bit green in color. I've heard that sometimes they pound the seaweed into it. So yeah, really happy to be trying a local dish here. It's delicious.
Yes, and what do you think of the tempura? Try some of that for us too.
I already had the shrimp one.
You did.
Pumpkin.
You're eating all of my favorites.
All your favorites? Okay, I'll grab this one instead.
That's okay. Go ahead and grab the pumpkin.
This looks like it could be fish. I see a little tail. It looks like a lot of food, but I feel like it's a light meal, you know?
Yeah. We need to keep some room for our dessert today.
Very good. Yeah, some type of white fish.
Oh man. Nothing like good tempura, huh?
I'm
To
gonna
go
try
with your
something
noodles.
spicy. Let's see this green thing.
Try that.
Jalapeno, could it be?
Yep. It very well could be. Overall good, huh?
Wonderful. So we finished the meal, and the little cup where I was dipping my noodles, they added some other liquid. I think he said it's like sobayu or soba juice.
It's like having more of the soup,
Yeah.
which is wonderful. That's one of the best parts, right?
All right. Well, I've got to say that was a wonderful spot to try soba. Like, the people in there were so kind, so friendly. And I mean, aside from it being a delicious meal, like once my food was done, the man came over and he poured, I don't know, some kind of hot liquid, some kind of soup, maybe some kind of miso into the dipping sauce I had been using with the noodles, and we drank that. He said it's very healthy for you. And then he came and he brought us some tea as well. So we were at the table for a little while, and we just finished saying goodbye to them, and like they followed us out of the restaurant, like bowing the whole time, like bowing, thank you. So nice.
Awesome service, nice people, great little spot, and yeah, it's not far from the train station, so great location too. Oh man, that was great. So satisfied, so full.
Lovely
Everything was
meal.
tasty. Yeah.
Oh,
great
did I
meal.
say the price? I meant to tell you the price. That's why I picked up the camera. It was 2,920 yen.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Great price for 2 people, I'd say.
Shops to one side, open space to the other. Then we walked over to Bandai City, a shopping mall where we had the most decadent desserts of the whole trip. Just wait until you see the mochi we had with fresh fruit. Alrighty, so we are at Bandai City. This is kind of like a shopping center. I would say it's like a mall, but we're on the 2nd floor and we're outdoors. There's like a really nice outdoor space. No skateboarding. I was gonna say you can come skateboarding. No skateboarding. Maybe it's just a place for kids to play and live music every once in a while. So we came here for dessert. So we found a place called the Matcha Cafe and we got some treats as well as this beverage. I don't know what I'm having. Like I see what could be coffee, what could be caramel. There's milk, there's matcha.
There's a whole lot.
Oh, that's wonderful. So that's a creamy, milky matcha tea with a sweet syrup at the bottom. It is not coffee. So good.
Is it?
And then we got some little treats, which I'm going to unveil. And Sam then got sidetracked and found little pancakes.
Well, I found additional treats.
Additional
not
treats.
sidetracked. Additional
Treats that were not on the part of the plan, filled with red bean paste and pumpkin.
I think these might be called the teiyaki, and these are the Japanese dessert fish, kind of like almost battered waffles shaped like fish. And the typical classic one has the red bean paste.
Yes.
And this is one I've never had before with pumpkin.
Pumpkin,
the different
seasonal,
flavors.
autumn.
Seasonal. I'm gonna bite the head off. Poor little fishy.
Oh yeah. That is really good. Those are thicker than ones that I've had before. A lot more batter, okay? And a lot more filling too. That is a very nice thick amount. So I can't wait to try the pumpkin. There's just something special about pumpkin, isn't there?
Pumpkin spice and all things nice. What's
Yep.
that saying again?
That's exactly it. And that's how I feel about this guy. Pumpkin spice and everything nice inside.
Well,
Yeah, that's good.
You need 2 boxes?
We got 2
What
boxes.
is this? Could you open this? This is more than I was expecting.
Dun 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 dun
my.
dun. Whoa, fancy. Dun 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 dun
and
dun.
the one. Ooh la la.
Those look gourmet.
Okay. So we've got 4 little desserts here. 4 little fancy mochi. This looks like it's coconut, shredded coconut. What will the filling be, friends? Coconut cream?
Is it really?
That is
my.
wonderful.
I can't wait to try that. The place looks so gourmet, like so fancy.
This is fancy. And I think
Yeah.
people buy this to gift, like these gift sets, gift boxes.
They don't go to the outdoor seating area and wolf it down themselves?
I'm
Is
gonna
that what you're
try
trying to
this
tell
one.
me?
Exactly. This one has like a little red dot on top. That one is strawberries and cream.
Look at that. Oh my.
That has a real strawberry in there.
The real deal.
The real deal.
Such tasty little treats in
Am
Japan.
I trying all of them?
Yep.
This looks like black sesame. This I know you're gonna like. That has something white inside. This one's a bit more frozen.
Okay. Okay.
We'll let it thaw out.
I wonder if it's meant to be ice cream.
And last but not least, look
And
at
this
all that.
looks like a red bean paste ball covered in pistachio. That has ice cream inside.
Oh wow. Look at that. It does. We're totally wrong.
Wow.
Which was your favorite?
Coconut.
Coconut for the win. I can't wait to try the coconut.
Well, guys, that dessert was the gift that kept on giving. Every time we bit into the mochi, it's like we would discover another lovely little treasure in there. In the end, we found out there was a lot of fruit, fresh fruit in there. So the coconut one that I thought had peach at one point actually had melon. Amazing. There was the one with the strawberry. Another one had pineapple. And then there was a 4th fruit. Any idea what that was? I couldn't figure that one out. It was a bit of a mystery.
Durian.
Yeah, it kind of had a durian consistency.
It might have been.
And I think there was also some like ice cream in there. It was just so good, like fresh
Or
mochi.
jackfruit.
Jackfruit?
Yeah, it's durian or jackfruit.
Yeah. So the total for the mochi and the drink was 2,000 yen. But you might say a little bit pricey for dessert, but we like our desserts and that was good.
That was good. We're gonna remember this. Memorable, you know. We could
Memorable
have
dessert.
we could have got something cheaper, but like 3 or 4 years later, wouldn't have even remembered. Never forget this stuff.
You're gonna remember that mochi with fresh fruit.
Yeah, that was so good.
That was so good. And the
That's
pancakes?
Levels. Oh yeah, those were delicious too.
You needed those pancakes, hey?
Oh my gosh, I need to do a big walk tonight, guys. Big walk.
Yeah. we are currently navigating the chaos of Niigata Station in search of sake, locally known as Nihonshu. We're looking for a place called Honshukan, where they have sake vending machines and all sorts of sake related desserts and things. We're standing in front of a Starbucks right now because Sam collects mugs, Starbucks mugs from all over the world. So while he does that, I'm checking in to let you know we're gonna be trying some sake. Okay, I think we're finally headed in the right direction. There are like 3 different shops where you can buy sake products and souvenirs, and it's all a bit confusing, but we're looking for the section with the vending machines.
We're still on the quest, guys. We're
on
gonna
a
find
quest for, I feel like that man signifies their
He looks like the
here.
sake man.
Sake man.
There's that guy.
Hello, sake man. Do you have sake for us to taste? Yes,
Yes,
you do. We need to break up though.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, we
So-
found the place.
This is fascinating. There's hundreds to try. And we don't know which ones to get. So we're just gonna randomly put them in. We have special coins, special tokens, which we've purchased. And that allows us to get 5 different tastings. So I've decided to go with one from Musahashino Brewery, brewed in Joitsu. And I chose it because of the skiing.
So strictly judging a book by its cover here. I think
Yes.
that's gonna be our approach.
So let's pop it in and see
Yeah.
what happens. In it goes.
And press the yellow button, I imagine.
Oh, it's filling up. Go, Gadget, go. Go, Gadget, go. Look at that.
Oh, that's quite a bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna get a little tipsy at the train station. It's a great place to have this too, right in the train station. So you can, you know, you've had a long train ride, you need to relax, come here. You have a long train ride ahead of you, you come here and relax first.
All right, well, let's drink up bottoms up, my friend. Enough rambling about the train.
Ooh, this is definitely what I remember sake tasting like. It's got a nice smooth taste. It goes down well. I like this one.
My turn. I have chosen one. Number 57. It's called It's the Key. I'm choosing it for its aroma, quite high. Richness, not dry at all.
Only 12% too.
12.
Not as
so-
strong. Put it in there.
Oh, this one requires 2 coins. Oh, look. Some of the drinks require 2.
Fancy,
Alright.
fancy pins.
There we go.
That's a special one, huh?
It's gotta be special for 2 coins.
Yeah. How's it smell?
Nice aroma. That's like what we tried in Otaru the other day. Very
Oh, the sweet. Let me
Very
try
sweet,
it.
like honey.
That one is very sweet. What is
What
it?
is special? Okay, we just poured this one.
The main reason I tried this one is the very last one. It's the 100th and 11th variety you can have. And it's a 1 coiner. Ooh. It's a very sweet taste. I like this one quite a bit. Last but not least, we'll call it.
How many coins down? I think we're 4 coins down.
4.
6 more to go. I have discovered I like sake.
You need to go for the sweet ones. That's the
Sake is good, my friends. I thought this was a type of alcohol that I just wasn't into.
So we'll hit up sweet ones so that you can enjoy them all. The dry ones I don't think you'd like that much.
No.
No.
Okay, next we are going with Ima. This is actually very highly recommended because I've been reading about sake
You're meant to pair it with oysters.
with
It
oysters.
says so right here.
And it's a 1 coiner.
That's a 1 coiner. We get to save our money. Ready?
Button.
Cha cha. Cha 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 cha. Cheers. 2 pan. Okay.
This one is not so much my cup of sake.
You're right. It's definitely not as sweet.
Yeah,
But it's light. It has a light
it's
taste.
light, it's mild. For me, it's like, give me the sugar.
Give her the sweetness, give her the sugar.
You
And
can
she's
fit.
happy.
You can fit
I'll finish it.
I'm gonna try this one next because it's got a little picture of a grape and it's a 1 coiner. This one's 10 real high. Press the button. Okay.
That's the kind of sweeter one you like.
It could be even sweeter.
Could be sweeter.
We can try to find even sweeter.
Sweeter ones.
We're going with 105 because it has a picture of a pineapple and we feel like it's a good sign.
Sado Senin no Sugi.
Maybe it's tropical.
Oh, this one is a little sweeter.
Sweeter?
A little bit,
not quite.
but not nearly as sweet as the ones you like. You should spend your last one on the one you like.
On the one I've already tried.
Yes, try it.
Okay, so I spent my last coin on the one I had already had. It's number 111. It's sweet, like honey, like syrup, and apparently that's what I look for in alcohol. Well, friends, we are exiting. Happy little smiles on our faces. Let's go join Mr. Sake Man. Sake Man. That was actually a really fun activity. Yeah.
We should do that with more things, like with beer, with wine. That would be such a great business idea to have little coins and little pours, little sips. Get to try all these different flavors. And if you like something, you end up buying it, right? So great for business too. I
have to mention as well, I don't think very many people know about this attraction because in the tasting room, like the back room over there are hardly any people. Maybe 6, 7 people were there at the same time as us. And I mean, it's just so much fun.
There's a lot more people buying souvenirs and gifts than
tasting. But
we like the tasting.
The tasting's the best part.
Go taste.
So go taste some sake here at Niigata Station.
Yep.
Will my feet fit? Or is this going to be ridiculous?
We visited a few different historic houses in Niigata, but as it turns out, no cameras were allowed in most of them, so this is the only one we can share with you. Saito Villa is perhaps better known than this spot we visited, but if you want to walk through a traditional Japanese home, take some photos, and explore the gardens, you can do so right here at the Northern Culture Museum Niigata Complex. We had some really nice weather in Niigata, and we were so close to the beach, so we had to check it out. We went to Niigata West Coast Jetty number 5 because it was the closest point to us, but you've got miles of beaches and plenty of jetties to choose from. This one seemed particularly popular with the fishermen. So, enjoying a little bit of beach time here out in Niigata. We were just so close to the coast, a few blocks, so we were like, you know what? Let's walk on over.
I don't know if you guys have the same experience as me, but sometimes you do something like this and it's completely different from your expectations. It's just a nice, quiet beach with some fishermen and beautiful coastal views. We saw planes coming in, we saw a couple ferries out at sea, and a nice, beautiful day like this, couldn't have a better view from out here.
Yeah.
Nice to get those sea breeze too.
Lots of people out fishing, enjoying a beautiful, quiet Sunday.
Yep.
So this seems to be the place to hang out. And I mean, we couldn't have asked for better weather. Beautiful blue skies and a light breeze.
And not too hot either. Gotta like it. Find out how cold this is.
How cold is it? I insist we either dip our hands or toes.
I'm guessing very. I'm guessing very.
All right. This is the Sea of Japan, people. Oh, you're going in with sandals.
It's not bad.
No?
Way warmer than I thought.
Oh.
Way warmer than I thought. Try it.
You're gonna dip in your hands. Not get your shoes soaking wet.
It's nice to wash them off. Washing them off. Literally not cold.
Literally not cold, he says. Alrighty, Sea of Japan. Ooh. Oh, that's nice.
Whoa! I told you to hold it off.
Wow.
This is great.
I could go swimming,
I know.
but no one else is swimming, which makes me question whether this
Yeah.
water is okay.
Yeah, there's literally no
Oh,
one
your
else.
shoes are going out to sea.
Oh wow. Imagine if that happened.
Alrighty guys, so it's time for another lunch here in Niigata. We were wandering around Furumachi Dori for a very, very long time. I did not realize this is a nighttime kind of place. Ooh, there comes the lassi. Yes. So the lassi is here. But basically, I didn't realize this is like a nighttime entertainment kind of district. So nothing is open for lunch. So the first restaurant that we stumbled upon that we thought, ooh, looks really good, it's called Star, and it's Indian Nepali food. So we have ordered some sets with curry, naan bread is coming, mango lassi is already on the table. Cheers. Oh, it's been a while since I've had this. Brings back memories. All this to say, we're really excited for Indian Nepali food. This is gonna be good. And if you're going to explore Furumachi Dori, come at night. There's nothing to do in the daytime. Also, it's mostly bars.
It's a Sunday too, we should mention.
It's a Sunday, so planned it completely wrong, guys.
I have a giant piece of naan. Ooh, it's piping hot. Can't wait to try that. I'll try not to screw up the chicken there. So I got the chicken curry. That's good. We went for the hot spice too. There's different levels.
Did we overdo it?
You know what? This is a spicy trip. And then over here, I got the set that had the chicken tikka. So I'm gonna just try a bite of that.
Very smoky on the outside. Nice tender piece of chicken.
This is gonna be delicious, guys. And it just goes to show that, you know, we've been in Japan for several weeks, and we've almost entirely ate exclusively Japanese food. We're craving Indian food. So how's yours over there?
Oh, mine is so good. I feel like a fire-breathing dragon right now. So I got the chicken sag chicken, spinach chicken, and I love how big that piece of naan is. Oh, for me.
I know, we both have such big pieces of naan. Love it.
Well, we just had a feast for lunch. Let's stop here while we tell you the price. 2,310 yen for that lovely meal. A lot of food.
Great price. That also included the lassis too.
Yeah.
So what a deal. Very good price. Excellent food. Spicy, rich curries. Gigantic slices of naan. What's not to like? And guys, we've been, like I said earlier, we've been having so much Japanese food. We love Japanese food. It's nice to mix it up every once in a while. It just shows you can get good international cuisine in Niigata.
We are currently visiting Hakusan Park, which is home to the Hakusan Shrine. And there's a nice little winding path through this park. It's going to take us past the lotus ponds, which we have just behind here. They also have plum trees that bloom in the springtime, a little pine forest. So another lovely green escape here in Niigata. But first up, we're going to head over to the shrine.
a big menu.
Coco Curry.
Coco Curry House.
Coco Curry.
We ate here 5 years ago in Osaka. It's one of our first memories of Japan. So we were wandering around looking for a place to have lunch today. And we saw this, we're like, we gotta come back. They have such an extensive menu of different curry options. You can get everything from shrimp to pork with cheese to different kind of varieties. Look at this one, chicken curry soup with shrimp. The only hard part will be narrowing it down.
What's interesting about this place as well is that you can select your level of spice. How spicy do you want to go based on a scale of 0 to 20?
And
20 looks
I
insane.
think it costs more as you go up the ladder. You pay for the burn. You pay for the burn.
Massaman curry goodness right there, guys. So inspired by Thai Massaman curry. I say inspired because if you went to Thailand, you would not get this. I got it with a scrambled egg. A spice level 4. Oh my, spice level 4 is quite spicy.
Is it? Oh
Man,
wow.
I was thinking of going for like 6. What is 20 like if this is 4?
20 like paralyzes your tongue and your stomach.
And now I'm gonna try a little bit with Japanese scrambled egg. They just managed to make it so like fluffy.
Yeah.
How? What is the trick?
So good, good and spicy, huh? You like it?
I do.
Okay, friends, I went for a little bit more of the more classic thing you would order here at the Coconut Curry House. I'm going for the pork cutlet, which is the tonkatsu, but with a twist. With the cheese. So check this out. You can see the cheese right here. Look at all that cheesy goodness.
Yes.
Okay. Dunk it in there. Wow, there's a lot of the curry. And I'm going for a level 4, just like you.
Level 4. I'm
Oh,
curious
man.
if yours is gonna be as spicy as mine, or if the Massaman made it spicier for a 4.
Oh, that's spicy.
It's spicy.
Yeah,
It's
delayed
spicy.
onset. At first I'm like, it's not that bad. Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
spicy.
it's spicy. I would maybe try a 2 or a 3 next time.
Well, this is gonna be okay. But I mean, don't try the 20.
Oh
that might ruin your trip. That's probably too much.
no. You might end up in the hospital with a 20. Alrighty guys, well, definitely reevaluating my spice choices after that meal. That really kicked my butt.
Yeah, we maxed
Number
out,
4.
didn't we?
Oh,
We maxed out. But good,
Oh.
great tasting curry though.
smells like fish at the moment. Going past some fishy places.
Yeah.
But price point, that was 2,300 yen. So less than $20. And yeah, it was a good meal. I think it's a reliable meal because this is a chain restaurant.
Yeah.
You can expect to get the same level of food and level of spice wherever you go in Japan.
Yeah, that's true. The portions are big, so it's one of those meals that you want to arrive with a big appetite. They give you
Yeah.
a lot of rice along with the whatever dish you have. Copious amounts of curry. The fact that I added cheese to mine, that made it quite heavy and rich, but yeah, definitely good. That's gonna tide me over the rest of the day.
And just like that, our time in Niigata has come to an end. So time for some closing thoughts
Yeah.
on this destination.
Good point. It actually flew by, didn't it?
Yeah.
Feels like we just arrived from the ferry, well, I wouldn't say hours ago, but not 3 days ago. So time went fast, so that's a sign of a good thing. We had plenty to do here. We found that compared to some other cities, that the attractions were quite spread out. We had to take the bus to several different areas, so yeah, there was enough to do for 2 or 3 days here. You could come for a weekend or a long weekend and have plenty to do, see and eat. And so yeah, this wasn't like a major planned stop on our trip, but I'm glad we came here. And considering we took a really epic ferry ride to get here, it was worth checking out for a few days. And if you're in the area, there'll be plenty for you to do too. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, a like, leave us a comment, subscribe, and stay tuned because we're heading to the Japanese Alps. It's gonna get a lot better.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.